What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my Madden 23 Atlanta Falcons franchise mode rebuild, and we are at almost the start of the offseason. I wanted to start here because my favorite team, the Cincinnati Bengals, are once again in the Super Bowl. I know a lot of the viewers of this series is either coming from my Bengals Instagram page or a few Bengals Facebook groups. So if you're watching from there and watching me do a Falcons rebuild, thank you guys so much. And to anybody watching this video, thank you so much for watching. In the future, I'm hoping to actually do, technically I'm live streaming this now, but I'm ahead as I record this. I'm still in the middle of the season. Upload YouTube wise with the Falcons rebuild. I'm a senior in college, so I really just wanted to at least get the first season done since it was going to be the hardest and just get a setup for what the future of this franchise may look like. So yeah, in the future, I'll be thinking about actually setting up, streaming the whole off season, you guys interacting, helping me make draft decisions. I was thinking about slowing down how many games I was playing, spread it out a bit more, and maybe we could even do that for this. But as of now, these videos are not getting a lot of views. I'm lucky to get 20 views for video this franchise. So for at least this one, I'm not going to do a live stream. Like I said, I'm doing a live stream, but I'm not going to do one to set it up specifically and market it to my followers and you guys to watch it. If that's something, like I said, I'm thinking about doing that in the future. If that's something you would like to see, then let me know in the comments. Any feedback is awesome. And before we send the Super Bowl, we have to view the yearly awards. And the MVP was Joe Daddy Burrow. I highly doubt any of our guys are going to be on here. Nope. Now, Coach of the Year, Zach Taylor, makes sense since they're in the Super Bowl. Now let's take a look at the NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Zeke. Let's see if we have any of our guys. Cordell Patterson came in 7th. Nice. For the Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, no surprise. Deion Jones coming in at 6. Yeah, he had a really good season. Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Drake London got Offensive Rookie of the Year, which was deserved. We're going to take a look at our year stats here in a few minutes, but since we can't view his stats from here. But really good for London. That certainly gives him some XP. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Thibodeau, good for him. Hutchinson in 2nd. Then, nobody. Oh, nope. Beckety. He's in 8th place. Surprising. I don't think he had that, at least stat-wise, that strong of a year. In best quarterback, I would be beyond shocked. Yeah, no, nobody. Which makes sense considering Ritter started playing in week 7 and made his first start week 8. That put him behind Sam Darnold at 7. Imagine. Cordell Patterson in 4th for running back, but he was 7th for offensive player. Interesting. No wide receiver. Let's see. Even though Drake London was Rookie of the Year, was not in best receiver. So we had 2 guys from our offensive line make it out. These guys weren't even starters. What the frick? What happened was they subbed in during injuries, and they had stats saying they didn't give up a sack. All right, best defensive line. Yep, nobody from us didn't expect. Deion Jones has got to be on here, right? Yep, 10. Thought he would be higher. Best DB, I doubt it. None of our guys had sexy stats. His kicker, I doubt Q is on here. Yeah, no, he missed a lot of field goals. So those were the league awards. We're going to upgrade players. I'm sure one of them is Drake London. And it is. He's going to be a big guy in the future for who our quarterback is going to be. And oh, this was a nice upgrade. +2 catching, obviously acceleration +1 is huge. Awareness is nice. +1 on the short round, +1 spec catch, and +1 speed. I'm really liking the +1 speed and +1 acceleration. That is really nice. So now we're going to take a look at the team stats. So never exactly figured out if there's like a certain like thing on the home button I can press, or if I just need to like go to just lineup and individually do it. I don't know, but for now we're going to individually do it. First, we're going to take a look at our third round rookie. We're going to look at stats. So remember, his first start was week 8. He debuted in the second half of week 7 against the Bengals in Cincinnati. So rating of 84.5, 2,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, long 80 yards. He was only sacked 4 times, and our offensive line certainly deserves an ovation for that. Like, our offensive line ratings aren't very good, but like I said, if they're producing and helping this team win, I couldn't give a shit if they're a 99 overall or a 69 overall. Completion 161, 272, 59 percentage, 9.2 yards per attempt, only 156.4 per game. See, that's where we would like it to be higher, but again, he is a rookie. Next, we're going to look at Cordell Patterson. Look at his stats. He had a very good year. 324 carries, 1,684 yards, 5.2 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. Just less than 1 yard from averaging 100 yards per game. 20 broken tackles, only fumbled once. A lot of yards after contact. 43 was his longest. And don't worry, we're not going to do this for every receiver, every back. Like, we're going to not even do Edwards. The only receiver I want to take a look at is London, the Rookie of the Year. See, he did go over 1,000 yards on the year. Similar to Kyle Pitts, I think from last year, Pitts had 1,025 yards. We'll check that in a second because Pitts is who I'm doing next. Yeah, it's easy to see why he won Rookie of the Year. He beat out guys like Chris Olave from the Saints, so that is nice to see. I don't even remember if Olave was on there. I just didn't even think of him until now. And to save you guys from boredom, this is the last one. Pitts, I was close. 1 yard off, 1,026. Not as many receptions or yards this year, and that's partially on the quarterback situation, partially on me, but a lot more touchdowns. 9 receiving touchdowns. Run after catch average only 2.9. With his athletic ability, we would like to see that be improved. Yeah, those are the stats from some of the key guys going forward. So let's sim the week and let's see who wins the Super Bowl, and then we're going to start. Well, I put start in quotations of re-signing players because we've already re-signed a few. And I think the Bengals won the Super Bowl. Shit, where do I check? Yep. Oh, no, they lost. Back-to-back years, they lost in the Super Bowl. No shit. Damn. All right, we have a chance to upgrade players again, so we're going to do that. Oh, I think it's our practice squad of guys. Yep. Let's see. I'm just going to auto do that. 12 players were upgraded. Cool. And next week's where we start re-signing players. So we're going to take another look at the board. Cole Harold's still in that top position. Oops, didn't want to do that. So Ohio State, and yeah, we're going to need to put both of these guys on a visit, which kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, when you're taking your quarterback of the future, you need to be 100% on the guy who you want to take. For example, a reason I'm glad we didn't get pick 2 is, say pick 1 took a quarterback, then we're just kind of with the leftover even if we're very high. Doing this allows us to take the one we want. And it's probably going to come down to like its physical and skills, or not skills, sorry. Mainly physical. So like yeah, it's good to great, good, solid to good, great, change of directions, great to elite. Speed is decent to good, strength is great to elite, throw power great to elite. I know Garfield also has a pretty high rating for throw power. Good. Oh, Harold's throw power may be the difference maker. Strength great to elite. So it looks like that Harold might be a tad more athletic. Ooh, 6'5" too. So yeah, this is why we don't make these decisions midway through the season. We wait to see who's going to do the best, and we can take a look at staff moves. None of this applies to us, as I'll make sure here in a second, but yep, nobody from our offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator got hired. The team would have to be crazy to want to hire any of our coordinators after that bad of a season. So now we are going to advance. Now I'm actually going to save real quick. You also see how my Bengals franchise going. Now I just want to save in case the game crashes or something. I live at my own place at college, and the Wi-Fi here is pretty phenomenally bad. And I'm sure we don't want to go through the 2022 season recap. So let's go to re-sign players. We signed a lot of the guys we already wanted to. We're going to see mock draft 3. Let's see who they think we're going to take. And the league sources are still all over the place. Harold once again going... Nope, not once again. I think he went 10 last time. Let's see. He did. But what has been consistent with these mock drafts is Harold has been the first quarterback taken. But yeah, the Falcons league sources apparently don't know that Desmond Ridder is not our guy of the future. All right, let's take a look at the 2022 retirements. I don't think nobody from us retired. If they did, I wouldn't go down to make sure, but it would put it on the top of the screen. AJ Green retired. Enjoy retirement, you goat. Kevin Huber, the Bengals punter, retired. If you're a Bengals fan, obviously that may have caught your eye. Yeah, a lot of the guys are just free agents that didn't get signed. And obviously Pete Carroll. So what is interesting about this game is I wonder if they changed it, but it seemed like no matter how successful your coordinators were, they would never be hired. And I wish they would do that, where teams can request to interview them and you potentially have to replace them, and you can either get another offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator outside your team, or you can promote somebody within. Now we are going to negotiate. We don't have that much cap, so we're going to take a look at players to trade. So yeah, we said we're not going to go after Crowder. Calvin Ridley, I would like to, but if we're being realistic of the situation, he's not going to re-sign with Atlanta, so we're not going to try and re-sign him. Williams. Wait, is he asking for $6 million per year, or? All right. Running backs are really easy to replace, so I'm going to let him go. McGarry doesn't want to stay. See, if these low-rated guys, they're not starting, they're asking for, between having low interest, I'm going to have to pay more than what's fair. So it's just not realistic. Oh, I do want to He doesn't have a lot of interest, but I would like to keep him. 4.17 per year. Yeah, that's fine for offensive line. Let's see if that'll do it. And that does do it. I like the tight end. I always forget his name. Is it like Frisker? Oh, Fursker. So yeah, he seems pretty interested. We'll put it up a little, like 200,000 more. All right, so outside of those two, I don't know who else I want to resign. Oh, actually, Anthony Rush I would like to resign. Valentine was a fine returner for us, but I feel like we can do more. Hodge wants to resign. If he wants to resign for cheap, we'll resign him. We want guys who want to stay. I'm not going to offer the bank, obviously. And while we may be spending some amount of cap, with the limited cap, I should say, we have, like I said, we are going to release players. We are going to trade players. He has high interest, but 32 years old, 64 overall. I'm sorry, Harrison, but you just don't make sense to resign. Rush. Let's see. Oh, wow, we actually have a lot more cap than I thought. He doesn't have a lot of desire to stay here, though. I want him here, so I'm going to bring it up a little. And that did the job. A few 100,000 extra does the job. But yeah, I didn't realize we have as much as we did. So I'm going to try McGarry. He was a good player for us. Let's see if that does it. All right, we got McGarry re-signed. So yeah, I didn't realize we had that much cap. So we're still going, oh my God, 29 overall. And this dude wants $1 million. Nah, bro, you get the league minimum. Yeah, that's all who we want to re-sign. And we're going to get into free agency upcoming here in the next week. Advanced week. I wonder if we have more scouting stuff to do. I'm sure we will. Combine results. This is huge. We need to see these combine results. And just so I can remember, I'm going to take a picture of all of this just so I can compare it. Because it's hard to compare all of these from memories. He had looks like a really good day at the combine. Obviously, speed, 8th for quarterback. I'm not too worried about speed. But acceleration, good. Agility, good. Changing direction, elite. Jumping, great. Speed, solid. Strength, elite. Throw power, elite. And that throw power may be the difference maker. Now let's see with Garfield. Acceleration, great. And I'm going to compare it as I go. I know I just said what Harold's were, but I want to compare it. So from like the statistics, so like starting the 4-yard dash, Harold's was 4.69, Garfield was 4.66, so that is close. Harold had 26 bench press reps, which was first for all quarterbacks. As you see, Spider-Man has 23, and that was second best. So these guys are going at it. Vertical jump, Harold had 30.9, and Garfield had 28.3. Obviously, those don't mean as much. The 20.3 was for vertical jump. For broad jump, Harold had 9. So, yeah, for broad jump, Harold had 9.10. As you see, Garfield has 9.4. So, once again, Harold's beating him out. The 3-cone drill, see, Garfield got 7.02. Harold got 7.03. Then for the 20-yard shuttle, Harold got 4.20, which is very, very high, and Garfield got 4.23. So they are very, very, very close to each other. And now when we look at towards the left, so Harold's acceleration was great, as is Garfield's. Both of their agility is good. Both of their change of direction is elite. Jumping, Harold has good. Harold has great. Garfield has good. Speed, Garfield has good. And Harold has solid. So it looks like Garfield is a tad higher than that. Strength, they both have elite. Throw power, Harold is elite. And Garfield is great. So the thing is, stuff with like speed and stuff, we're not necessarily looking for Lamar Jackson. We're looking for anywhere from Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Guys who can have athleticism to go off script. And yeah, that throw power for Harold is just blowing my mind. So yeah, I think Harold may be the guy. We still have a few weeks to decide that, but my guts tell me it's going to be Harold after all season of messing with you guys, saying that it's probably going to be Garfield. And also, I would like to draft the Ohio State guy, but obviously this is Madden. Who cares about that? But it is free agency time. Let's take a look at some free agents. And some things new, obviously, we saw it with the players re-signing. And it's like their interest level. So, Deion Jones Jr. is very interested. Eval offers. What the hell is that? And we want to take a look. So why is Derwin James interested? Big market, he likes that. He would like us to have a better winning record. He also likes warm weather. See, we're not going to go after OBJ. It's not like a ton of playmakers, difference makers. Ooh, Jenkins. I know we just re-signed McGarry, but Jenkins would be very... So I want to see what this eval offers are. Interesting. I don't know what that X is. Does that mean he doesn't have any other offers? Oh, nope, he does. So New Orleans offer is, wow, they are offering him the bank. 42.3 salary, 28 bonus. Let's see. So now we're able to evaluation offers. Oh, imagine if we took him away from this. But I guess because we did that, we now can't sign them. I don't know. We're signing some guys. I don't care. No need to sign. I'm just curious to see ratings-wise what our safeties are currently at. Oh yeah, so we desperately do need a new safety. Now I shouldn't say desperately because they weren't bad, but we need playmakers. And yes, I know in real life Derwin isn't a ball hawk. Like I said, we want to keep this realistic, but also we need to factor in what Madden does. And these high ratings have these play factor guy X factors, which I don't even know if he is. It just helps our team tremendously. So we could spend the cap on him. There's not a lot of other agents that I'm seeing. Usually if you wait till the end, you can see. Yeah, we're willing to offer him a pretty... Actually, I'm going to bring this down to a mil... So we're going to bring that down, but then we're going to bring this up to half. So basically, we lowered a salary by $1.5 million, but up the bonus. So he's pretty interested. But yeah, I like the receivers we have. Like Metcalf's not even interested because we did eval offer. Can't do that. Yeah, I'm comfortable with our... We do need another middle linebacker, but I'm not overly interested in Edmonds. We don't need another tight end. I like our safety situation with Richie Grant. So yeah, this is not a overly great free agency. So I hate to do it, but I think we're just going to do that one for now and see what happens. Also, before we advance, let's see if there's any trades we want to do. I don't think we can actually even do trades yet. Let's check manage roster. Oh, trade center. So I'm not going to trade. Oh, I don't want to do trade block, manual trade. So I am not trading Ritter yet. That is going to come towards either this year or maybe quickly after draft. This is simply, I just want to see potential value. Now, if they accept this, I will gladly make this trade right here and now. No, okay, so asking for a bunch load of draft picks. All right, so it's probably going to be one draft pick, and we'll be lucky to get it first. We're going to have to see. But we're going to advance the week again. And before we do that, I am going to save again. And I don't know what those saves at the bottom are, just a bunch of random letters. But yeah, let's advance the week. It's going to take us to mock draft 4. So the fact that we actually just tried to do a trade, even though it was more of trying to see where we're at, it's the league should have an idea that we want a quarterback. So it looks like we haven't. Derwin James hasn't signed yet. So first we're going to see mock draft 4. Is it going to be the same player? No, this time it's a right tackle. Cole Harrell fell to 6 despite his top 5 projection. Well, that's interesting. So apparently everybody's going to be surprised when we take a quarterback. And I'm about to take a drink, guys, here. So please excuse me if you hear the results of me drinking. And when I say I am drinking, I mean water. Unfortunately, not the fun stuff. So now we can see Pro Day results are probably going to be similar. Yeah, we'll compare it. And I'm going to once again take a picture and then pull Garfield's to compare it to him. Like, there are some noticeable difference, like his 20-yard shuffle is .06 quicker, and that may not sound like a lot, but if you have played football or really any sports, you know that's a pretty significant difference. All right, so now let's see Garfield's, and like I said, I'm going to compare them right here. So, went over. So, wow, his 40-yard dash went down by .07 seconds. He had less on the bench press. His vertical jump wasn't as good. As broad jump was better. 3-cone drill was .02 better. His 20-yard shuffle was .06 better. So he saw a lot of improvement. Now compared to Cole Harold, Harold ran 4.62 at his pro day. As you see, Garfield ran 4.49. Bench press, he did 20 while Harold did 23. It was also interesting is Harold, as you see, Garfield had 3 less on bench press, as did Harold at the combine. He did 26. Now, vertical jump at his pro day, Harold had 30.9. And as you see, Garfield 28.1. So, pretty significant difference there. Harold's broad jump was 9.8. Garfield 9.7. 3-cone drill. Harold 7.03, Garfield had C7, and 20-yard shuffle, as we talked about, Garfield 4.1 second, but Harold was still quicker of 4.14. And both Harold and Garfield had a .06 improvement. That is very interesting. So now we are going to go back, and we are going to sign free agents. Let's see if there's anything else we have to do. It looks a little crowded up here. We can take a quick look at staff moves, see what happened to head coach, because so was Peters hired? Was he originally a coordinator? Because I'm curious, because like I said earlier in this video, usually like coordinators don't get promoted. If they get fired as an offensive coordinator, then they usually stay an offensive coordinator. So I'm just going to go through it. Peters. Was he fired from something and then got promoted? That would be funny. No, so maybe he just did get promoted, which would actually be cool. Oh, actually, there's another way to do this. Sorry, I'm going to go back. I'm going to see if the Seahawks hired a new offensive coordinator. They did. I was going to make sure they didn't fire one. Nope, they did. Now let's see defensive coordinator. Seahawks. No, so it looks like their defensive coordinator stayed. So that's very interesting. So now I'm going to see. Oh, man, now Chicago has lead him. Now we can't even try for him. So fuck. So yeah, I don't understand these eval offers. Let's see. We would like to sign him. They also wait our. Oh, okay. So that just means they won the offer. It's formatted a lot differently. Now we missed out on Derwin, so yeah, not a lot of players now. Say I kind of botched that. Yeah, we could probably use a bit of an upgrade at corner. Would be a noticeable difference. He is somewhat interested, so to ensure he signs with us, will these offers. And I guess maybe the eval offer was like he was going to sign and we just know early. I don't know. I'm going to do some more research into that. And as you see, Bryce Callahan would be our third corner. Even though I wanted to re-sign Oliver, I always kind of wanted to upgrade him, be our fourth corner in our dime package. So he has pretty strong interest. So now I want to look at defensive tackles or defensive ends that are 3-4 defensive ends. So basically defensive tackles. Let's see, defensive tackle, the highest 79. Left end, 77. Right end, 76. So yeah, we're going for a defensive tackle. Joseph, he doesn't have any offers. So I actually really like this. Sign him to a 1-year deal. I'm actually going to lower it because there's some others. I don't want to lowball him. But, aging defensive tackle. He has met interest, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we get some of these guys. So we are going to, once again, I'm going to save before we advance. Just to ensure. So we are going to advance week again. The final week of free agency. Obviously, free agency is still going to be a thing, but this is kind of the golden year, and it doesn't look like we have a conversation. Now we need to talk about 5th-year option. He doesn't think we should pick up his 5th-year option, but I want to keep my 5th-year option. He's over a 90 overall. So just for shits and giggles, and at least in last year's Madden, I always, here and there, I would do, what do you think? And it didn't give any advice at all. It's just basically, if you do this, then this, but if you do this, then that. So, are we still in negotiations with any of our guys? Oh, so we did get Joseph. Interesting. So I'm going to do eval offers. So then does that mean like they've been signed, or I just not sure, but we did at least get the defensive tackle. Actually, I think we may be in need of a new punter. Because, yeah, we didn't re-sign our punter, I believe. Let's check. And if so, our punter may be dog crap. We're going to find out here. Yeah, we don't have a punter right now. It's just Q. So I am really glad we actually noticed that. It's been really dumb of me. So available. First punter. Jake Bailey. We're going to offer him exactly. I'll increase that. But I'm going to increase the signing bonus. Make it. He's pretty interested. But it looks like that's all we're really going to be able to do free agency wise. With that being said, let's once again advance the week. It's going to give us another mock draft. Let's see if it's finally figured out that we want to get a quarterback. Because while with Ritter having the tags he does, when you go to the trade center, it emphasizes like, hey, quarterback's in need. So we're going to mock draft 5. Still think we're taking offensive lineman first. It looks like they still think Harold's going 6. Harold's probably going 1 right now. So yeah, it's time for private workouts. So yeah, we're adding both of these to our favorites. So I don't know how to do. How do I even do private workouts? Do I just go here? Okay, there we go. So yeah, we have Garfield enough scouted, so we're going to do Harold. And we have 2 second-round picks, so let's go towards the end of the first round, early second round. And let's see what they say. Like, offensive line, oh wow, those ratings are higher than I expected. So yeah, we want to... Scouting card, defensive end. Ooh, never mind. Very poor agility. Like, he has some really good stuff, but like awareness B, block shedding A, play recognition A, power moves B. But that finesse move D, that is scary. So he would be a defensive tackle. He is tempting. Let's take a look at a few other guys before. I'm going to do that. Linebacker is another position. Ooh, sea pursuit. That's usually not a good start. We just don't have a lot of him. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's the best prospect. Let's see. Left tackle. It said just in general, we do want to improve our offensive line. A, awareness. D, lead block B to D. Yikes. Pass block A to C. That doesn't really tell it. Actually, you know what? I like this guy. And Cutler. Now, next, we're absolutely going on defense. Let's take a look at this defensive tackle. And no, he doesn't look overly promising. Oh, some corners that are pretty successfully scouted. Let's just take a look at them. Awareness A to B, great start. Block shedding B to C, that's fine for a corner. Hit power for a corner, A to B. Wow, but his actual coverage abilities are not great. A man-to-man corner. Let's see who he is. For a man-to-man corner, having both C, man, and zone is not a great attribute and tells me he will probably not be the best. Fit for the Bengals and Browns. Let's see with our man. Awareness, block shedding anywhere from A to C. This is why I'm kind of tempted because this just does not tell us anything. Like play recognition B. The fact that play recognition B, man coverage C, zone coverage C, and pursuit C tells me that it's probably going to be on the lower side of the A to C ratings. So example, this would be a reason why you would want to do a private workout, but on the other hand, we only have 3. So we want to do that with somebody who we're still a bit unsure of, but we still think is a prospect we're confident on. But honestly, I may do that linebacker because if those attributes, I think I am just because if those attributes do work out, then that'd be great. And, oh shit, the other 2 didn't save, and I just unnecessarily went back up to Harold when the left tackle we want to do is back here at 33. So that's who we're going to privately work out, have them come on visits. And before we do go towards the draft, last thing we're going to do before I end this video is use staff points for not me as a head coach, not my coordinators, but for player personnel as we may be. And we want to focus on, are all these just free agency? Yep, free agency. Let's see with this. Players older than 30. We don't need that, but what we are interested in is 2% trade discount for a CPU draft pick. So yeah, we are just going to basically we're getting, so when we want to trade back, we're getting more value. When we want to trade up, we'd give it a little less. Excuse me, as we're probably more likely to trade down than trade up, so I'm going to do this. Hopefully we get a little more value. So that being said, as I'm recording this, I don't know if this offseason and draft, which I'm about to record immediately after this, is going to be in the same video or not. So if it probably will be, just because like I said, and just the fact that the series so far doesn't have many viewers. Sorry, kind of stubborn there, but the fact that these videos don't get as many views, which is completely okay. You know, I don't do this for the views. It might be better to break it off because, you know, having these franchise rebuilds but then suddenly have a 1 hour video can be a bit intimidating. And maybe like doing the whole off season in a video, and like I said earlier, also set it up to where we can go live on both YouTube and Twitch. That'll be awesome, but we're just not at that point yet. So that being said, unless something changes, this will be its own video, which you know by now because you've watched this video. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please just give video a like, a comment if you're not already. Please hit that subscribe button. Let's get more people on this Falcons bandwagon, and I won't keep you guys waiting for the draft. I'm probably going to post it 24 hours after I post this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me who you think I should draft, and if you have any other comments, let me know in, well, the comment section. See you guys next time.